They were icons of a glamorous era, adored on screen, envied off it. But after they were gone, their private diaries revealed a darker truth. Affairs, addictions, trauma, and secrets they took to the grave. Until now. These are the 15 Golden Age stars whose hidden lives were exposed only after death. Mary Astor, the scandal of the Purple Diary. Mary Astor was a celebrated actress of Hollywood's Golden Age, known for her elegance on screen. But in 1936, her private life exploded into public view during a bitter custody battle. Her personal diary, dubbed the Purple Diary, was leaked by her ex-husband and used in court to paint her as morally unfit. The entries detailed and even rated her extramarital affairs with well-known men of the time. The media had a frenzy, and the scandal nearly destroyed her career. Though the court ultimately ruled in her favor, the diary was ordered to be destroyed, making it one of the most notorious lost documents in Hollywood history. Marilyn Monroe, the truth behind the glamour. Marilyn Monroe was the ultimate Hollywood icon, beautiful, charming, and adored by millions. But after her death, a collection of her personal writings titled Fragments revealed a far more complex woman behind the legend. In letters, poems, and diary entries, Marilyn expressed deep insecurities, overwhelming loneliness, and emotional pain. She wrote about struggling with fame, failed relationships, and her constant search for identity and love. Her words showed a woman torn between her public image and private reality, often lost in a world that never truly understood her. These writings, published decades later, stripped away the Hollywood sparkle and exposed a haunting portrait of a fragile soul living behind the camera's lens. Audrey Hepburn's private diaries, discovered after her death, revealed deeply personal reflections on her childhood during World War II. She wrote about enduring hunger, fear, and loss in Nazi-occupied Netherlands, experiences that left lasting scars. These haunting memories shaped her profound empathy and fueled her dedication to humanitarian causes later in life. Hepburn's writings showed a vulnerable, resilient woman whose grace and kindness were born from hardship. Her diaries also detailed moments of doubt and the emotional toll of fame, contrasting sharply with her public image. These candid entries offer a rare glimpse into the star's true self, not just a glamorous icon, but a compassionate soul committed to helping others in need. After James Dean's tragic death, private writings discovered revealed a deeply conflicted young man wrestling with his identity and the immense pressure of fame. His diaries and letters showed that beneath his rebellious, charismatic public persona lay profound insecurities and fears about being misunderstood. Dean expressed anxiety over living up to the legend status he was rapidly acquiring, worried that the world expected more from him than he could give. These writings also exposed his struggles with loneliness and the challenge of balancing his artistic ambitions with Hollywood's demands. The candid reflections paint a portrait of a sensitive soul burdened by fame's weight, offering a rare glimpse beyond the screen into the private turmoil that defined much of his brief, intense life. After Judy Garland's passing, her private diaries and notes revealed a heartbreaking struggle with addiction and emotional trauma that had been hidden behind her dazzling stage presence. The entries detailed the immense pressure Hollywood placed on her from a young age, including grueling schedules, forced dieting, and controlling studio executives who exploited her talent while neglecting her well-being. Garland's writings exposed the toll this took on her mental health and self-esteem, revealing a woman battling loneliness and despair despite her fame. These candid accounts also showed her deep love for her children and her constant fight to reclaim her sense of self amid the chaos. Her diaries provide a powerful, intimate look at the human cost of stardom during Hollywood's golden age. After Humphrey Bogart's death, private letters and diary entries came to light, revealing a side of the iconic actor few knew. Bogart expressed deep regrets over some of his career choices, feeling that certain roles didn't fully reflect his true potential as an actor. Beyond his professional reflections, he also wrote candidly about the personal toll fame had taken on his life, how constant public scrutiny and the pressures of Hollywood strained his relationships and inner peace. These writings painted a more vulnerable portrait of the tough, charismatic star, showing a man wrestling with the costs of success. Bogart's private thoughts offer a rare glimpse into the struggles behind his legendary status, highlighting the complexities beneath his confident screen persona. After Greta Garbo's death, her secret diaries were uncovered, revealing the deeply private and often lonely life behind her enigmatic public image. Known for her mystique and intense screen presence, Garbo's writings showed a woman craving solitude and struggling with the pressures of fame. She expressed feelings of isolation despite her immense success, often reflecting on the complexities of her personal relationships and the difficulty of trusting those around her. Her diaries revealed a sensitive soul burdened by the constant intrusion of the public and the Hollywood machine. Garbo's desire for privacy was a recurring theme, as she sought refuge from the spotlight that both elevated and confined her. These candid entries provide a rare, intimate look into the emotional world of one of cinema's most legendary figures, challenging the glamorous facade to reveal the human vulnerability beneath. After Clark Gable's death, private writings and diary entries revealed the emotional struggles he faced behind his confident leading man image. Known as the King of Hollywood, Gable appeared strong and charismatic on screen, but his personal writings showed a man deeply affected by loss and the heavy burdens of fame. He mourned the deaths of close friends and family, which left lasting scars on his emotional well-being. Additionally, Gable grappled with the constant pressure to maintain his public persona while balancing the demands of his career. His diaries revealed moments of vulnerability, self-doubt, and exhaustion, feelings rarely associated with the tough, charming star. These candid reflections offer a rare glimpse into the private life of an icon, showing that beneath the glamour and success was a man wrestling with grief and the challenges of living up to the expectations placed upon him. After Bette Davis's death, her private diaries were discovered, revealing a complex and often turbulent inner world behind her fierce on-screen persona. The entries detailed bitter rivalries with other Hollywood stars, exposing the intense competition and politics of the studio system during Hollywood's golden age. Davis also wrote candidly about her battles with depression, sharing moments of vulnerability that contrasted sharply with her tough, assertive public image. Her diaries showed a woman fiercely determined to control every aspect of her career and personal life, fighting against the constraints imposed by studios and societal expectations. Despite the hardships, Davis's writings revealed her resilience and unyielding passion for her craft. These intimate insights offer a rare glimpse into the emotional struggles and strength of one of cinema's most iconic and formidable actresses. After Cary Grant's death, his private journals were uncovered, revealing a profound loneliness behind the polished charm that defined his public persona. Despite his reputation as Hollywood's quintessential leading man, suave, confident, and effortlessly charismatic, Grant's writings exposed deep insecurities and inner conflicts. He struggled with feelings of isolation, often questioning his identity and wrestling with the gap between who he was publicly and who he truly felt himself to be. His journals detailed moments of self-doubt and the emotional toll of maintaining a carefully crafted image for decades. These intimate reflections offered a rare glimpse into the vulnerabilities of a man often seen as the epitome of confidence and sophistication. Grant's private thoughts highlight the complexity of fame and the personal challenges hidden behind the glamour of Hollywood's golden age. After Jean Harlow's untimely death, her personal diaries were discovered, revealing a young woman haunted by fears of mortality and the physical demands of early Hollywood stardom. Despite her vibrant on-screen persona as the blonde bombshell, Harlow's writings showed a more fragile side, grappling with the intense pressure to maintain her image amid grueling work schedules and health challenges. She expressed anxiety about her declining health and the toll that constant filming and public scrutiny were taking on her body and mind. Harlow's candid reflections highlighted the harsh realities behind the glamour of 1930s Hollywood, a world that demanded perfection but often overlooked the personal cost to its stars. These diaries provide a poignant and intimate look at the vulnerabilities of a rising star whose life and career were tragically cut short. After Vivien Leigh's death, her personal diaries and letters were made public, revealing the private struggles she endured behind her luminous screen presence. Best known for her iconic roles in Gone with the Wind and A Streetcar Named Desire, Leigh battled bipolar disorder throughout much of her life. Her writings disclosed the emotional extremes she faced, periods of intense energy and creativity followed by episodes of deep depression and despair. These mood swings took a significant toll on both her career and her marriage to Laurence Olivier. Her diaries expressed feelings of isolation, confusion, and frustration, as well as a desperate desire to be understood. Despite her mental health challenges, Leigh remained fiercely dedicated to her craft, often pushing through episodes of instability to deliver powerful performances. These deeply personal entries shed light on the emotional cost of fame and the silent suffering behind her legendary achievements. After Fred Astaire's death, private notes and letters surfaced that revealed a stark contrast between his graceful public persona and his inner world. Though admired for his effortless dancing and charming screen presence, Astaire's personal writings exposed intense struggles with perfectionism and self-doubt. He meticulously analyzed his performances, often criticizing himself harshly for even the smallest mistakes. These entries revealed a man driven by an unrelenting pursuit of excellence, constantly fearing he wasn't good enough despite widespread acclaim. Astaire also expressed anxiety about aging and the fear that he would no longer meet the high standards audiences expected of him. His notes showed how much pressure he placed on himself to maintain the illusion of ease and elegance. Far from the carefree image seen on screen, Astaire's private reflections paint a portrait of a disciplined, self-critical artist dedicated to his craft, even at great emotional cost. After Ingrid Bergman's death, her private diaries were published, unveiling the profound personal cost she endured due to scandal and exile. Known for her radiant beauty and natural acting style, Bergman's life was dramatically affected by the backlash following her affair and subsequent marriage to director Roberto Rossellini during the conservative 1950s. Her diaries revealed the deep emotional turmoil she faced as she was ostracized by Hollywood and the American public, forced to live and work in Europe for years. Despite the isolation and criticism, Bergman's writings showed her resilience, strength, and unwavering commitment to her art and family. She openly expressed her feelings of loneliness, guilt, and the struggle to rebuild her reputation while navigating a complex emotional landscape. These candid reflections provide a rare, intimate glimpse into the woman behind the screen, a courageous figure who endured scandal yet remained devoted to her craft and loved ones. After Joan Crawford's death, private writings and diaries were uncovered that revealed a much darker side to the glamorous Hollywood icon. Despite her polished public image, Crawford's personal journals exposed a harsh and troubled childhood marked by poverty and abuse. These early experiences shaped her fierce determination to escape her past and achieve stardom at any cost. The writings also shed light on her toxic family relationships, including complicated ties with her children and close relatives, revealing a woman driven by ambition but often struggling with emotional connection. Crawford's diaries showed her relentless pursuit of fame, as well as the personal sacrifices she made along the way. They also reflected moments of vulnerability and regret, painting a complex portrait of a woman who battled inner demons while maintaining her reputation as one of Hollywood's most formidable stars. These revelations offer a rare, intimate glimpse behind the facade of a legendary figure. After Lauren Bacall's death, her private journals were revealed, offering an intimate glimpse into her deep love for Humphrey Bogart and the vulnerabilities she carefully concealed from the public. Known for her sultry voice and confident screen presence, Bacall's writings showed a tender, sensitive side shaped by her enduring partnership with Bogart. Her journals detailed the profound impact his death had on her life, exposing moments of grief, loneliness, and resilience. Beyond their legendary romance, Bacall wrote about the challenges of living in the Hollywood spotlight and the pressure to maintain a strong, poised image. She shared candid reflections on her own fears and insecurities, revealing a woman who, despite fame and success, struggled with self-doubt and the need for emotional connection. These personal writings offer a rare, heartfelt portrait of Bacall, a glamorous icon whose private world was filled with love, loss, and the strength to carry on.